away from me.
Yeah, but it's quiet in here.
Morning!
The neighbours. I just heard the neighbours putting their plugs in the wall. You don't want to wake them up.
The itchy ear.
Have you
Mark actually slept last night because I didn't snore last night. He doesn't think anyway because he didn't wake up.
That was remarkable. Remarkable.
So,
Very rainy today.
we are booked in at 11 for a unique 7-stage spa treatment that completely refreshes your body in the sea air.
What?
It's pouring with rain. Scrub your skin with oatmeal and Himalayan salts. Kay came here a few weeks ago with a whole load of the Loose Women crowd. I couldn't make it. Maddie had a singing thing, didn't she? And they said this was the best thing. Scrub your skin with oatmeal. You do it yourself. So you can do me and I'll do you. Himalayan salts melt away tension in the cedarwood sea view sauna and cool off with a cold bucket drench.
You are joking.
Oh God, yes, I remember the photos. You've got a cold bucket of water and you have to pull it over your head. Embrace the different temperatures of our deep-seated hot tubs.
Is this the spa that we're booked in for?
Enjoy a luxurious Ula seaweed scrub before relaxing whilst bathing your feet around the fire with a cup of herbal tea. The skin-tingling, hour-long, adults-only experience is open every day. Please pre-book before you begin your journey into London.
Is that what we're doing at 11?
Yeah.
I used to go to school with an Ula. What is Ula?
Ula, our indoor pool, offers stunning sea views. Oh, I've seen it. It's one of those where it's got a glass wall. So when you're in the pool, you just look out to the sea.
That's generally where you get views through a glass.
No, it's a wall. It's not a window.
Oh, right. Well, a wall is a window, babe.
Let me ring them.
You get all excited about architectural details, and it's a wall of glass. So it's a big window.
Yeah. It's a big window.
Nadia has, I think, overcome her gorging fest last night, haven't you?
Starving. All I can think of is that this bloody breakfast paid for downstairs.
Well, why aren't we going to get it?
No.
I want a coffee.
No, because once I start eating, I won't
But
be
if
able
we've
to
got to do
stop.
that, we haven't got time to do the spa and a walk. I can't go until 1 without coffee.
Well, let me see if I can change the spa, and then we'll go for a coffee, and then we'll go for a walk. Yeah? Do you want to come with us?
Do you want to come with us?
Walk.
Show them the outside and turn around and stand up.
This is the current state of the weather situation.
This is America. That's Cornwall.
But by this afternoon, that could be turquoise, literally. Oh, look at the seagull.
Oh, looks like my play.
In Mark's play that's set in a hotel in Cornwall, this is exactly what... God, I think it's going to try and get in, Mark.
Yes, they look like they break in.
Oh, look.
Okay, I only do this once in a while. Okay, I'm going to share with Nadia the dream I had last night. It was
Oh, God, other people's dreams.
Other people's dreams. Anyway, but I'm sure some of our subs might have an analysis of this. I dreamt
Hit
last
us
night.
with it,
I dreamt
baby.
last night that we were being invaded in this imaginary street, more like an Indonesian city. But I was looking after you guys, you and the girls. I was trying to hide you in attic places and buildings in the street.
This
And
last night?
yeah, and these hordes of what were like the dead from the Game of Thrones.
That's what happens when you have treacle tart too late.
Precisely, exactly. It started to kind of was rushing into the city, but we saw no evidence of them rushing in. Now, the problem with dreams like this, babe, is in the past I've had dreams like this, and then something happens in life, in the world, and I go, oh my God, that's my dream's just been broken. You know when you have a dream that's been broken? Anyway, it felt like later in the dream, it was the Russians invading, and we were under curfew. And we were actually having to... It was very real. And then, anyway, then I found you hiding in the attic opposite. And you were about to have a baby.
Right.
And I had to put my head on your stomach and listen with one of those strange tube things to the baby.
Yeah.
And as the baby was coming, there was a fear that this baby wasn't going to be quite normal in that sense of it could be evil, like Rosemary's Baby.
Right.
And then you were pushing and pushing, but you were stitched up.
Oh, God, is this all last night?
This was all last night.
No, once you said this first thing you said this morning was, can we do a meditation?
So when I woke up, I was just like, maybe, I'll tell you what it might have been, was the unusualness of you not snoring. I was given a clear horizon to entertain my worst nightmares.
Oh, God.
So you were pushing and pushing and pushing, and I could feel the baby moving under your stomach, and as your seams were bursting, where you were sewn shut, the motorbikes with the Russians were coming.
Mark, this is so disgusting. I want you to just stop.
Okay. That was what I woke up to in Cornwall.
That is not a dream. That's a horrific nightmare.
It's not pleasant, is it?
God, I'm probably going to have that nightmare now tonight. You've infected me.
So, it's a bit gloomy out there. We're going to head down there, I hope. I think Nadia's underestimating how quickly we can get down there. So, I'm looking forward to my first coffee of the day because I'm becoming an old fuddy-duddy in those departments. I like my coffee and I like my paper. And I haven't got my paper and I haven't got my coffee and it's a Sunday. What do? I have to go to the shop. I love Cornwall. I just love the sound of the sea. The sound of the sea. You know those sci-fi movies where you see planets and the earth is just, the sea is just kind of roiling around the planet slowly. Cornwall always makes me think about the origins of the earth. Does anyone else? I think it's all the granite and all the rock.
Yeah, it makes me feeling very...
It makes me think about how the
Earth.
elements came
Makes me feel very
together.
earthed.
Hey?
It makes me feel very earthed.
Yeah, it makes me feel very grounded. I mean, I don't mind being made to feel infinitesimally insignificant in the grand scheme of things. I love that. And Cornwall really makes me feel that. Do you remember at the Iguazu Falls in Argentina?
All the ridiculous things you worry about.
It
That's
does.
why I love
It
And
helps.
I've woken up non-anxious this morning.
Have you?
Nice, yeah.
Well, I think I would have done, especially given that I had a peaceful night's sleep in one sense, but even though I've sort of been in the most horrendous episode of... It was like Vladimir Putin was the Night King in Game of Thrones. It was odd. I think it's because I know Vladimir Putin is seeking another way of staying president of Russia. That worried me. It was in the papers yesterday. Did anyone see that? He's thinking of annexing Belarus in order to keep his hold on power. Anyway, yeah, so I love Cornwall. I want to get on that beach and I want to think about the fact that maybe once upon a time, a long time ago, we were the aliens that landed on this planet, incomprehensibly confused as to why we landed there, and we crawled into the sea and we crawled out of the sea and we became what we became today, wearing hats, drinking coffees, having stupid arguments. No, but we are now. Isn't it amazing how we've evolved from just something that... And why do all ancient religions pray to things that go up pyramids towards stars? It was probably not us praying to a god back then. It was us praying to where we came from. Promise you, there's something in it. And there is the missing link, the Darwinian missing link. Where are the strange fishy/human creatures? If we were to have evolved from fucking jellyfish, why aren't we finding any of the remains of the in-between people? Yeah, well, why aren't we? Someone tell me. I know, I'm asking the subs, I don't know. Why aren't we? It's the missing link. Why aren't we? We keep finding different types of man, different types of Neanderthal, Homo sapien type things, ever smaller hobbits in parts of the world. But that doesn't explain the bit before we had 2 legs and a head. Hey? And a loincloth. Hey? Where did we come from? I genuinely wonder sometimes that these ancient religions were plugged into something that they couldn't understand, so it became known as a religion, and that our modern day religion is actually attached to some mythical origin story where we actually came from outer space. Because one thing we do know is that water came from outer space on a meteorite. So there you go.
And subs,
Yeah.
all of this is what it's like living with Mark. All of this before we've even had a cup of tea.
This is just what that view is making me think. That rocky promontory over there is making me think we are hewn from rock. Isn't it weird that we always go on about what's healthy for us is iron, is calcium, magnesium. These are metals. We are made of minerals. When we die, like Nanny Thelma said, when you burn me, I'll just be pieces of carbon. And it's true. We are nothing but rocks. We are stars.
We are stars.
And that's why I like carbonated drinks, I think. Because essentially they're volcanic. I could keep going, you know. I could keep going. Got my coffee.
We're in danger. We thought we'd come down late enough so we wouldn't have to see the breakfast. But there's
That's
still
why you
some
wanted to
left.
avoid a coffee, wasn't it?
I've forgotten that. No, there's egg,
coffee.
bacon, sausage, tomato, all the cereals, jam, marmite, a really lovely place to sit by the sea and look.
Lovely bread.
Sausages, really good
Let's have a look.
sausages.
Oh, lovely eggs.
Look, little cherry tomatoes, bacon. Coffee.
Got to come down tomorrow. Are we allowed to come down tomorrow? But the thing is about this sort of breakfast is you can't eat the night before, can you? Where are we
I could
eating
eat
tonight?
every single thing here.
Where are we
We're
eating
at the
tonight?
Scarlet Hotel tonight.
Like, we can walk there though, yeah?
Yeah.
Baby, you can work it out. That one didn't start.
Flat white. I'm having real milk here. What's going on? I don't have real milk. What's not milk?
You're right, you seem to have become a statue.
It's a lot of milk. It's a whole cup
Are
of
you in a
milk.
milk shock?
Yeah, because I could have had breakfast for all that milk.
Why have a double espresso anymore?
Hate it.
So what we do? You're going to go to your Bedruthan steps.
Yeah, there aren't steps. They're just rocks in the sea. So
Like, it's just like thinking the Isle of White Needles and Needles.
it's as bad as that.
How's your coffee?
It's lovely. Look at this. We found another part
lovely
to
in
the
here, isn't it?
restaurant. It's gorgeous.
Breakfast overlooking.
I've got to leave here tomorrow. I love the restaurants. I think it's such the nicest space and it's so pretty. The design of it, everything.
Means you can't go in there, babe.
I love this place.
Wow.
Great. So look, just grown ups here. Our girls would have loved that when they were little, wouldn't they?
They'd have loved the billiard table.
It's so nice because you can look. Oh, look, there's a fire through there. Come and look. Fire.
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 Oh, wow.
So nice. We'll have to come in here later.
Well, as I say, you're not allowed.
And you can see the sea from wherever you go.
Don't open it. I'll better shut it. Babe, you're not good with doors.
No,
On the residential road, turn to the right.
Residential road, turn to the right.
Literally
You get
carry
this-
on, and that's it. You pick up the.
God, even on, we might be able to do that.
Can you do
Fast
that?
forward to
Tell
us.
me again.
It's open now.
Where do we go?
Go out of here and go left.
Yeah.
Go down until we hit a residential road. Go along the residential road and then keep going straight. There we go.
To the right.
Yeah, we're
It's just a
steering me,
straight line,
kid.
isn't it?
Steering me, kid.
Come back and tell me how confusing it is. And it's not 45 minutes. We died.
Well, if we miss the spot, it's not the end of the world. We'll just fall straight into a roast dinner.
Yeah, yeah. It's heading off anyway. You just point and you go.
Okay, so she said
So
come
what's
out
your
and go
mission
left.
statement?
Right, so, guys, as you know, regular viewers, I am doing a trek through the Himalayas in October for the charity Copperfield. And all the other people on it, because I follow them all on Instagram, have all been training like nutters.
I want to retire to
I
Cornwall.
want to live here, I don't want to go
I
home. I'm
really
already
do.
worrying about going home, and I don't usually do that when I go on holiday. I stay in the moment, but I am actually really worrying about going home because I love it so much here.
Yeah, but I love Cornwall. I find that I creatively wake up in Cornwall.
Yeah. Maybe we should come and just spend a whole summer here. One summer, let's just up sticks. You can swap your house. You can rent out your... Do you know that? You can do house swaps with people.
Yeah, people would nick all my figures.
Nobody wants your figures, Mark. Oh, it's lovely. It's not even cold.
What do you mean
Babe, I'm
nobody
sorry,
wants
but
my
nobody
figures?
wants your figures.
They're collectibles.
Come on, let's keep moving. Do you think we're going the right way? Might move off to a really bad spot. So as I was saying, because we wanted to see view, but now what we've got is rooftops. So I am starting my proper trekking training in Cornwall.
That in itself
So
just makes
I'm
me
going
laugh.
up and down stairs a lot because that's a bit mountainous, and I've got to think like a goat. That's what Giovanna Fletcher says. I've got to think like a goat. She's
Nick's girlfriend used to refer to me as a goat. She said she could hear my bell clinging as I came into a
whose
pub.
girlfriend?
An ex-girlfriend of mine
What bell?
said I was like a wild goat.
a bit weird. Did you have a weird relationship?
She said I could hear you, but no, like I was just wandering around the mountains looking for women.
Oh God, I nearly slipped then.
Fucking hell, babe, this is a tarmacked road in a civilised world.
I've got my trekking boots on, look.
Well, that's great, but you can't even stand up in them.
So we are heading to Bedruthan steps. Bedruthan.
Can I
They
just
say
say
it very
one of the-
differently. The Cornish people say it very differently. I can't say it. Look how green it is. Look how beautiful it is. Look at that house up there. I want that house. I want that house. Look at that house up at the top. Can you imagine their views? They've got glass walls.
Can I just say something? One of your dangers with everything you do in life is that you go at it hell for leather, straight out of the traps, like shit off a shovel.
Excited.
And you injure yourself
Yeah.
or you
I
grind
nearly
to a
injured
halt very
myself then.
quickly. And if you don't injure yourself, you injure your own enthusiasm because you go, it didn't quite deliver what I thought it was going to deliver.
No, but I have got a
So
spot.
what do we do now? We know we don't want to go down the hill.
A residential road. She said, go left. You'll
then
hit
right.
a resident.
And then
That
right.
doesn't feel right.
We kind of want to go over that hill. We don't want to go down, do we?
So if we were going to that beach, we'd go down there.
Don't know.
Gonna get lost.
We
Well,
are
we've got
lost.
to get there and get back so we can have our outdoor in the rain spa, because then you won't believe what we've done. With dinner already booked tonight at the Scarlet Hotel, we have booked a full roast dinner that apparently comes on a platter
It's for two.
for two.
So we're going to get
Yeah,
one.
bonk
We're going to
it.
get one each.
So we're gonna do this walk.
Does that mean we'll get a bonk?
We're gonna do this walk. Then we're
How you
gonna
doing?
do the spa if it's a bit hilly, and then we're gonna have a roast dinner. Then we're gonna have a kip, and then we're gonna have dinner again in the night time. And then tomorrow we're gonna get up and go to another hotel and do it all again.
Slow.
That's not as steep as the Himalayas. is it?
Nowhere near.
Oh shit, Mark. We have to walk for 9 hours a day for 4 days. I suppose we won't have to walk this fast though, will we?
Show our daughters how to use a map.
Oh God.
Where are we?
Right, he will say, here you are. Mawgan Porth, that's where we're going.
No, that is the main beach in the village.
That's not where we're going.
No,
Oh, we're
that's where
going
we-
there.
Yeah.
So I think we must be about here. So we've just got to go left and along.
Huh?
Left and along?
Yeah. I don't really know where we are on that.
No. But I'm imagining we're here. I think that's the cove where our hotel was.
No.
Don't
Our
you?
hotel is there, overlooking
So
there.
that's...
So we've come up here, and I
Yeah.
think we're going to go along there, go there. Whereas we could have gone down to go back up.
But we can't because the tide is in.
Potential, I don't know, darling.
Okay. Let's go along here.
Quite
This
busy.
doesn't feel right.
Hey?
This doesn't feel right. This isn't a residential road.
What do you think these are on these
The
sides?
motorway.
It's a residential road.
It'd be so nice if we could have this in the garden.
So we're en
Cornish
route in
horse.
Cornwall. This is a little green-fingered hill interjection. So we used to have,
I love this.
in Nanny Di's bed, just behind it, some of this. And it was always beautiful. You'd go into the room where all our art books are, where I often do my editing, and there used to be a shock of yellow, which was there for quite a while. But Nadia's passion for brambles in the garden means that, means that they've strangled this. So
It's so gorgeous.
so
to
what
me,
we've-
it just be on it, be on it.
No, it's beautiful.
Look at that. Be on that rather than us.
No, but it's beautiful for bees.
So beautiful.
Beautiful for bees as
And
well.
it just screams Cornwall. We could have a door, Cornish blue. We could have something
Well, I
Cornish
think we
blue
should go
in
for
it.
something this yellow somewhere. Not
No.
the door. No, not the door. I'm thinking something, that yellow is so beautiful.
Maybe we could have a couple of chairs right near the
But
porch
here's
and
what me and
sit
Nanny
down.
Di have done. We've cut this back in the hope that it will rescue it next year. So we won't have this yellow this year because the brambles have suffocated it. But next year, I think, look at that beautiful spider's web. Should lean over and try and take a photo of that. So yeah, and then I'm going to share with Nadia how in our front kitchen garden, we're going to be doing what this farmer is doing with his land over this hedge, but we're going to go up to a gate. So Nadia, you were just asking, why is that field
Look at that spider's web.
Oh my lord.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
So see that field over there?
Yeah. Hideous.
That is kind of how your kitchen garden's probably going to be at the end of this year. So loads of farmers all over the country are just letting fields sit fallow. Some of them are just for grazing, for their livestock. Others are just left to just aerate, really.
Remember that at school, crop rotation.
Crop
Do you remember you'd have to draw those
Exactly, yeah.
squares and go round and
Crop
round?
rotation really excites me, and we can have our own mini crop rotation in our kitchen garden. So I'm kind of
rotation really.
yeah, we're going to
I
have
remember when fast cars and hot girls used to really excite you.
crop. Well, they still do, especially in a haystack. Want to come with me in a haystack?
If you find a haystack, I'll come with you.
Will you? Right, we're going to have a haystack in the garden. We're going to have a hay barn. But anyway, do you want to hear any more?
Yeah, oh, sorry, I thought you'd done
So
it.
yeah, so we're going to have crop rotation. So this year, your kitchen garden's probably going to just be prepped for next year because we're going to enrich the soil, and then after that, every year, a little corner of it will be doing something different each year. You have to plant different things in different beds,
Yeah.
because they leave different good,
Yeah, I
different
remember that.
nutrients in the
A
soil.
good thing to start with is potatoes.
Yeah. And look at you.
Because up there for thinking, down there for dancing. Up there for thinking, down there for
I want to do one of those
dancing, up there
memes
for
where a
thinking,
car
down for
hits
the
you and you
dancing.
just disappear.
Dancing.
Careful, car coming.
Where should we go?
Kids in.
No, it won't see us.
It's going to see you.
Mark!
Quick, babe, get in. Babe, it's a
Get
huge
in.
tractor.
You get in.
It's a huge tractor.
Ah!
He's coming so fast.
I can't do the
It's
countryside.
a huge tractor.
God, we should be on the other side, babe.
Quick. Whoa, quick.
Mark, don't, because you're scaring me. I'm no good in the countryside. I don't like it. I feel like I'm going to get knocked over.
You need to move, otherwise you're going to stay...
No. You're going to have to go and get me.
Nad!
Coming.
Run!
Oh, I feel better over here.
Car coming!
Where? Ah! Babe, I don't know what side to be on. I'm sweating. I'm not enjoying this. Can we go to the beach?
Next left turn. Cross! Quick! Babe, where are you going?
I'm scared.
What
my
are you doing?
hand.
You've made this
I don't
intensely
like
complicated.
it. It's because you keep telling me I'm going to
Yeah,
get
because you keep
knocked
wanting to run to opposite sides of the road because you think there's logic. Let me go behind you, so if I get hit, I get hit first.
Yeah, well, don't hit. If you get hit first, your body's going to hit me.
Yeah, but it'll soften the blow. You can't take the Croydon girl out of Croydon.
I mean, I love it, but I'm scared of it.
Babe.
There's unwritten rules.
Hey?
They come that fast along when they don't know what's around the bend.
Because they don't think an idiot like you is running from one side to the other.
Uh-oh,
What?
something's coming.
Babe. Don't wait there.
Subs. You know what I would actually like to do?
What?
A job in a tea room.
Do you?
Always wanted to work in a tea room.
Look, they want
I'd
staff.
love it, I know.
Look.
I know. Look, there's a phone number and everything.
Ring that number, you can work there for a day.
I'd like that.
Hey,
Shall I
subs.
go in and see if I can work with them for a day?
So subs, years ago when we set up the company, we did a pilot for a show called Hard Graft,
Oh, God.
in which Nadia had to take on surprise jobs, normal
Yeah.
jobs, not extraordinary jobs, but jobs that require just basic skills. So she had to manage a pub. Do you remember?
I don't
in
think I
Wandsworth.
was managing it. I was a bartender.
You're a bartender. Anyway,
It was really hard.
put it this way, given that my idea behind the series was, given that I know Nadia could barely open a door without it turning into an hysterical 5 minutes of telly, I thought just the simplest jobs around the country. Do you think we could do that as a strand on YouTube? We could we could
Mark,
resurrect
no,
hard
'cause
graft.
No, it's too
Working
hard.
in a tea room.
No!
Yes.
No, I'd like to do it just for fun.
I'll pay you a fee.
How much will you pay me?
Well, I'll pay you, so it's like a proper job. But what do you reckon? I think it could be quite funny. Nadia works in a tea room for the afternoon. If so, submit your suggestions for tea rooms across the country that Nadia could work in.
Not just tea rooms.
Not just tea rooms, that's one. Then we could do a stables.
Oh no, I don't want to. No, I don't know.
You see the
you immediately
the
have to start
comedy
making
value.
me dangerous.
You could be-
I don't want to get in a stable.
You could be a lifeguard.
Horses kick you out of nowhere, and I could just be dead.
Lifeguard. You could.
No, I can't swim
be a,
enough.
Be
No.
a receptionist
Right, I tell
in
you
a. You
what.
could be a receptionist in a secondary school.
I tell you what. To all of you. How about that?
There you go.
That's so weird.
We're related.
Hello. Hello, sheeps. Maddie, you say sheeps, mummy, sheeps.
Does that mean I was livestock once? Look, there's a bus stop up here. Yeah, all right.
He's got a good call.
He's got a good call. It's basically in sheepland, he's wolf whistling you. Look, Nads, those words are great for your trek training.
Yeah.
Look. To the cliff staircase and beach. So I'll wait up here and have a coffee. You go down and come back up, yeah?
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what you're here for. Trek training.
But can't we do it together and then we both have a cup of tea?
I don't need to. I ran a 20-minute run yesterday. Come on then. Hang on. So the thing is, subs, when Nadia goes to these places, she opens the door and everyone stares at her.
No, you don't want to.
Right. Can you watch your fingers?
It's a bit...
Why not? Why not?
No, it's a bit...
What? I don't get it. I want to see what you were looking at in the window. Oh, yeah.
God, look at those scones.
Scones, that's what they were looking at.
It's a bit steamy. Oh, look at those girls.
That's because they're having hot scones.
Hot
They're really hot scones. That's a hot scone scene. What's going on behind there in that shower? Scone action.
You should just paint them and they're steaming against the window. We're not eating anything else, are we?
Here you go, sweetie. The last map was for children. This one is a proper one. So where are you? I don't know. It's a clue as it says it. Babe!
Fork. I swear. Fork. Think of the people desubscribing because of you.
Just one.
Stop it. Mark, please
Fork
don't.
handles.
People.
Where are the Bedruthan? What are they called?
So we're
Bedruthan
there.
steps.
Why have they got all this stuff here then?
Smells like cattle.
What, don't, because people are here.
Bedruthan beach. So these must. Where are the Bedruthan steps?
Come on, let's go and have a look.
Oh wow! Look, you can come with your telescope. Sun, stars, and planets. I want to do it.
Right before sunset for a chance to look at the sun safely through telescopes before it sets.
Oh, come on.
But it's a shame. It's a shame about the weather here because apparently the sunsets from the hotel are like nothing else.
Oh, that's good to know.
Oh, Mark.
Right. Oh, look, there's a fork in the road.
No.
Which?
I don't
What does
want
it mean when there's a fork in the road?
You have to go one way or the other.
No, it means it cuts like a knife.
Oh, shut up. Look at what it says though. Great danger.
Oh,
Sheer cliff.
that must thrill you.
I'm not going down there. Why are we allowed to go down there?
The National Trust says we can. We can trust the
Look, they're
National
even
Trust.
letting wheelchairs go down there, but it says great danger, sheer cliffs.
Well, look at the shot of the man.
I know.
Look.
We've got 4 children and no will. I'm not going somewhere where there's red and it says great danger with a person falling.
There's a car park that you can pay for and
Yeah,
a tea
but
room. They're not
what?
hardly going to have a tea room at the edge
Why
of
do
death
we
or
have to go
life,
that
are they?
way when all the bobbleheads are going that way?
Because the village we're living in is that way.
But why do we have to go across somewhere where there's sheer drop with danger? Look, they actually show
They're
you
talking
what's
about
going-
if you stand on the very edge. We stay on the path, you'll be fine. Babe, you've got to get with it.
No
You're in
good
the
with the
Himalayas in a minute. There's not going to be signs like that. Just because there aren't signs like that doesn't mean you can't fall to your death in the Himalayas. And you're worrying about a will. Bit late for that, isn't it? Come on.
Don't want to go.
Come on. Babe, it's getting embarrassing now.
I want a scone in a steamy room.
You want scone sex?
So, here we are. What's the matter?
Twisted my ankle badly.
Have you really? Really, Mark? Oh, God. Sorry about that. Mark has had a bit of an accident. Oh, that's not going to be a problem. We've only got an hour's walk back.
The physio said if you do an injury or twist your ankle, you need to always keep walking.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had to stop.
No, you have to keep going.
So he's massively twisted his ankle. So
It's the one I went to see the physio over. It's, you know, it's like a
Well, that's-
knife in the arch.
that's the trouble. Once you've twisted, once
Oh,
you've
there's a
turned an ankle.
vulnerability there.
Yeah. Oh, sweetie.
Can you believe
I haven't
that?
got my remedies with me.
For a minute, I thought we were going to have a Lisa moment where I'd shattered my ankle.
Oh, don't. That's why you have to
Thank
wear
God.
boots
I
round
know,
the
but mine fell
ankle.
apart. I need to buy some.
Oh, Mark.
Something else I was thinking we could do across the summer was something I wanted to do last year, but it was too early in our YouTube channel, Nads.
Yeah.
Is where we do treks or hikes which end at a B&B or a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And we do a review of all, you know, little kind of one-day walks with somewhere to eat for lunch or somewhere to stay at the end of the day.
That would be so good
What
for my
say you?
training as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm up for it. Anyone got any suggestions?
Nanny Di could join us on some,
so what,
the
we
kids.
drive to somewhere and
Yeah,
then
so like
trek?
Surrey, you find a 2-hour, 3-hour or 1-day, 4-hour walk.
Right. Maybe
And-
what we do is we drive... Oh, the kids won't want to do that.
No, but the dogs would.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. We need
I
to
think
find
it'd be
places
nice.
that take dogs.
I was going to say Nanny Di, but she's so uber slow now. I
You
don't think she
can't,
can
maybe
do
she
it.
can't. But
Yeah.
maybe we could drop them off and then
Yes,
we walk
we could drop them at the yes.
with
something
the
like
car and then we
Well, there
go
are
off
lots
for a
of
trek.
B&Bs and places. Oh, look at those flowers! Don't go walking towards them. It's the edge of a cliff.
Mark, don't. Get over here.
I want to look at the.
No, Mark.
Ah!
Mark, don't, because you'll scare the girls. We know, we can picture here, because if you haven't been to Cornwall, you won't know that sea normally would be turquoise. Literally, this the colour of Mark's shirt. This colour. It's so beautiful, the sea here. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't
Proper
it?
walkers coming, babe.
We're hardly seeing quickly.
No, let them go past.
No, let's walk first.
No. Oh, look.
No, because then we'll be coming.
I think that's one of the Bedruthan steps down there.
Oh.
Can you reach it?
Come on, let's walk.
I want everyone to think for a minute. Look around the country, wherever you are. Every brick you see in every building has been laid by a human hand.
Oh my God.
It's quite something, isn't it? Industrial Britain.
Look how beautiful that wall is. Just look.
I love how meticulously placed they all are. Every single brick in the whole of the country has been laid by a person.
I know.
It's quite something, isn't
No
it?
machines.
No machines.
We were just chatting away, and Mark's just walking, looking down, and he found himself right on the edge there. Stay back.
Look, you can see up there, the edge of it, look.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful. So
We always describe it in terms of being vicious or strong or powerful. Maybe we're just really weak and pathetic.
I don't call it vicious.
No, but if you were to fall into that, it would destroy
Oh
you.
yeah, it would destroy you.
Yeah, but that's only from our perspective.
Yeah.
For the sea, it might be being quite gentle. I beg your pardon, it might be taking us gently. Taking us gently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
God, this is very close, Mark.
we're very close to the edge.
It's a danger. Why am I going to the Himalayas? Oh yeah, it's a very good cause. That's why.
Babe, you're really near the edge. I'm going to let you go first.
No.
Oh, look.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful though.
Babe, look.
No, don't. I really don't like it. Stop it.
I mean, if you tripped here, you'd literally fall over and go
You
down.
would.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't think I've been...
Oh, God. We're very close to the edge. What if it just went now? Toddler all the dogs.
But the thing is, it's so beautiful that you're just inexplicably
down there.
drawn to the edge.
Oh. Okay, I've got vertigo. I've got proper vertigo.
Danger. Danger.
Why am I on the side that looks like I'm going to fall to my death?
Oh, this is so nice, babe.
Oh, good.
So
Is this what you wanted?
De-stressed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, you know what? I did the classic thing a couple of days before we were coming. I was almost going to say to you,
Oh.
should we not go because it's going to be so stressful, the kids, leaving the kids, da da da. It was stressing me out, the thought of being
I
coming
could tell.
away.
You looked so unhappy about going. I thought it was because you were going with me.
That's right. Oh, how can you even say that? Do you remember your face on the train yesterday? All the way. But now I'm here. Oh God, thank God we came. Oh, it's so nice. It's nice hanging out with you.
Oh, thanks.
It is.
Nice hanging out with you. Even
Really
if
is.
you can't cross the road.
Children, however wonderful they are, and they're not even aware of it, do suck the oxygen out of
Oh, yeah.
relationships.
Oh no, they do. Because
They
even
do.
if we're in a good mood and they're not, then
Yeah.
we worry about why they're not, and then
Yeah.
you feel it. So then
I
you feel
think the
guilty
thing is
about being
we worry
alright.
too much about their moods, and we shouldn't.
We
We should
do.
just get on with our. Ah, now this is a very good training place.
What is?
This for the
You-
Himalayas.
Okay, well you've got an audience arriving, so what are you going to do?
Oh, I think it's a bit slippery.
Go on, try. Oh, babe.
And then you're supposed to go up and down. I
Okay.
don't like it. I'm gonna do
You did one.
No, there's people coming. They'll think I'm awful stepping on a bench. We're so close to the edge stops, but it's so beautiful. Now again, it's looking gorgeous, but you have to come here.
Newquay itself, the town, I've
Yeah.
never been a fan of unless you're
Yeah.
a big surfer and you're young. It's
And
a
you're
kind of
boozy.
clubbing town, yeah. Whereas, careful, can you feel the hollowness under your feet?
Yeah,
That's
I
because
can.
you're
That-
on a
that
ledge.
could go.
You're on a ledge.
Right, come. Let's go. We're getting silly now.
But you're right. I think there are parts of the northern coast of Cornwall around Newquay are absolutely stunning.
But if we want a quicker trip to Cornwall, this is.
Yes.
Show that.
Poor old Lisa, your foot is invoked on almost every single walk we do. And I just twisted it and I thought immediately of your foot as you went down.
It's getting even closer to the edge. I know. I don't want to go there.
Come on, let's do it.
I'm scared. What am I going to be like in the Himalayas?
You're the team
This is
leader.
like-
You've got to show morale.
I know. I've got to do more walking like this so I get used to it. Do you think I'll be as close to the edge as this in the Himalayas?
So we've done a classic. Last time we did this when we stayed at the Scarlet many years ago. It's 11:15 and we've got to get back for when?
12.
Right.
We're miles away.
We're just approaching our bay, our beach, our cove.
Oh,
Stunning up ahead. I'll show you the shot in a minute, subs. It's absolutely beautiful. So Cornwall, tell you,
Cornwall, we love you!
beautiful. Just avoid prosecution on the train and you're here within 5 hours, 4 hours.
We did it, guys. There's the beach. Our hotel's up there. It's absolutely the most gorgeous walk. The air is sweet and
Ionised,
clear,
isn't it?
because we live right on a busy London road. I've got more energy at the end of the walk than I had at the beginning.
Sometimes the air can almost exhaust you
Oh
when you
my
breathe in what we
gosh.
breathe in London. Oh, look, guys.
We're poisoned all the time in London, babe. We're literally poisoned. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Genuinely. Mark, I want to get out of South London. Up there for thinking. Down there for dancing. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing, up there for thinking, down there for dancing. I was right, he was wrong. We've just discovered where we went left at the top and had to walk all the way along that bloody road.
No, where we
nearly
went
being
right.
Killed. We could have gone this way and gone all the way along the coast.
It's true.
And then got to the end, had a nice coffee and then walked back.
Scone sex. We could have had scone sex and come back.
How are we going to squeeze into Scone when we keep having lunch and dinner?
Can't even squeeze in sex.